our spirit? What is it? Where does it go? Are we able to see them using our mind's eye? If so, just what can spirit teach us? Welcome to School Through Spirit. Host DeEtte Renee is a certified psychic medium and master teacher of psychic and mediumship development through LWISSD. DeEtte was born knowing spirit and now is here to help you better understand the spirit world. And now your host, DeEtte Renee.
Good Monday morning, everybody. This is DeEtte here on School Through Spirit with the Edge Network. Yes, this is a show where I come in every Monday morning to enlighten lives through words of spirit, using a lot of times, most times, Neil Don Walsh as inspiration for clarification. And just doing a 5-card stud just to kind of give something to you for the week. So good morning, everybody. Good morning, Keith. Oh my gosh, you have a great day too, sir. Good morning, Tim. Good morning. So, sorry. I have been traveling this weekend again. This just one place, Mankato, Minnesota for the weekend. It was truly just an amazing weekend. So many amazing people. Oh my gosh. Just laughter and tears and sunshine and rainbows and you name it, it was there. You name it, it was there. And it was awesome. So there we go. I want to talk a little bit about the Edge Network. As you guys know, this is a network that was created for this amazing show. I need some rest. I feel like it today, Keith. I feel like it. But you know what? I have an 11 a.m. I have a 12. And then I got the day off to do everything I didn't get to do through the weekend. So that's a day off for me. But let's talk about the Edge. Remember the magazine, the Edge Network was created in the inspiration of the Edge magazine. Remember this magazine is awesome. You can go to your local drop spot every 2 months, pick up your magazine for free. Or what you can do if you don't want to go to a drop spot and like, oh my gosh, where's this coming from? You can subscribe. You can get this shipped to your house. There is a small fee for that. Because it is packaging, handling, delivering, shipping, the whole 10 yards. But still, very minimal cost. We are adding new people to the magazine to write for the magazine. And here you will also find a bunch of places where you can find just people that are, it's a directory. It's a directory of psychics and mediums and healers, oh my. And everything else you can imagine. It's phenomenal. I love this. Products, services, everything. So this is like a one-stop stop to find everything it is that you want or need for all your wonderful things. And as always, guys, at the very, very last of this magazine, and I love the fact that they put it on the last page. I don't want the first page. I want the last page. I want that page everybody goes, I know where the horoscope is. I know where the reading is. And it's always at the back, guys. So go to that back page and you will see my 5-card stud on here. They do call it 5-card draw for the magazine. I think it's just not to confuse people, but it is my 5-card stud. Good morning, sir. Good morning, Zia. So there you go. This is what you're going to do. This is the deck I picked after, oh, I'm sorry, honey. From my 5-card starter of one of the 8 decks I loved the most on the show. So there you go. This week also, guys, for our 5-card stud, I am using a deck. This is my deck, but it's a deck I don't. Good morning, Salon. It's a deck I don't pull out very often. I do truly love this deck, but I think I'm afraid to hurt it or something. So it is Colette Baron Reid deck. It is the Goddess Power Oracle card deck. It's awesome. Even though it looks like it's been worn and tried, it has not. I have grandchildren. But quite frankly, this stays in my thing all the time, never comes out. And I looked at it and I went, what deck am I going to use this week? I've got one more deck that's been sent to me. Other than that, guys, I've ran out of decks. I mean, all the decks that were sent to me months ago, I finally got through them all. So I'm waiting for that next wave of, here you go, here's the shipment of like 50 decks to go. But I have a few of my own that we can definitely use. So this is the one we're using this week for our 5-card stud. It is published by Hay House. I love the packaging on this one. I love the power of this one. We will talk more about it. Need more? Always, Tim, always. Okay, so let's get into our good book. Let's get into our good book. As you know, I use Neil Diamond Walsh. Why? Because quite frankly, every week when I was doing School Through Spirit on WLTK, I never used anything. I just went, what is Spirit telling me? And it worked great. But then towards the end, I was getting in my head. I was really getting in my head going, oh my gosh, am I right? Am I wrong? What's going on with this? So I started using Neil Diamond Walsh's daily things to me, going, does it resonate? Does it not? And then somebody sent me this amazing book, and I started using this book, and I realized it didn't take me long to realize, even though, you know, on the commercial break, I will literally open up this book and I will put a card in there, and I shut the book. And that's what I'm going to talk about by the next week. But I don't look at it. I don't read it. I don't put a lot of thought or interest into it. It's what are we going to do next week? And I leave it alone. And it's just to create the event is all it is. And then I'm always surprised because I then start to listen throughout the week. What's going on? What's the theme? What's happening? So when I come in Monday and I open this book and we talk, I'm always blown away that my whole week really is represented by the discussion today. So it's like I get the prelude to it. And I do believe it's just Spirit's way of working with me. It's Spirit's way of saying, hey, this is what you're working on this week. This is what you're going to present. We have to give you a little bit of inspiration. We have to give you a little guided direction. And then I can share with all you guys. So that's how this works. So we're going to open to our wonderful page. Where's it at? There we go. And my card that I've been using forever. It's the Raven card. This actually came with somebody that gave me a raven. They gave me a raven, and it came with this little card. And it just says, the Raven Spirit brings change in consciousness, self-knowledge, and introspection. Ravens are very intelligent and can mimic various sounds and even human words. Your spirit raven can help with transformation and moving into another dimension as in the healing process. And I love this because ravens are my totem, ravens are my logo, ravens are my tattoos. Because to me, it's not only transformation, it's all because ravens, the transformation portion is because they do fly between dimensions. They fly through dimensions to give messages, which I love. I truly love. So it just fits me. It just fits me. And in the beginning of my work many, many years ago, I'm not kidding you, I started seeing ravens. Like the minute I started my spiritual journey, ravens were everywhere. But when I had a huge transformation coming on, a snow owl would appear. So to me, it's like I'm surprised I went with ravens, but I think I like the more messages all the time. But I love my snow owls too. So, but let's get into the book. So it says, the greatest help you can give another person is to wake them up. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that. So it says, excuse me. Oh my God, a lot to read, and I'm caught. Apparently, it's something I need to speak my truth about because I'm coughing out my throat chakra. It says, sometimes the best way to love someone and the most help you can give is to leave them alone or empower them to help themselves. It is like a feast. Life is a smorgasbord, and you can give them a big helping of themselves. Remember that the greatest help you can give a person is to wake them up, to remind them that who they really are. There are many ways to do this, sometimes with a little bit of help, a push, a shove, a nudge, and sometimes with a decision to let them run their course. Follow their path, walk their walk, and without any interference or intervention from you. What you have the opportunity to do is to remind them, that is, cause them to be a new mind of themselves. And you also have to be a new mind about them. For if you see them as unfortunate, they will be. Give people the help they ask for rather than the help you want to give them, as to empower them at the level at which they are ready to receive empowerment. However, make sure your help is offered in such a way that it creates continued independence rather than dependence or reliance on you. Then you will really do something your best to help another. Then you will really be doing your best to help another. Oh my God, I had to read that like 3 times in my head. Yes, Dawson, I'm working. Dawson, I'm working. I think he's got a ferret, guys. Anyway, let's see if he's going to pop in camera or not. Who knows? But with this, I will tell you what, I had, over the course of the last week, I've had so many opportunities for this to be either shown to me, demonstrated to me, or for me to demonstrate back to somebody else and or have conversations about it. I won't even lie. I had a conversation last night with somebody about this. And it's truly amazing because in my world, I have pre-teacher and post-teacher. Now, pre-teacher, I was a person that did. My way of doing for somebody was just to do it, just to get up and do it. I thought I was helping the world by taking everything on my shoulders and doing it. Good morning, Lee. What I found was I really wasn't helping anybody. And it was making life hard for myself, which really isn't very beneficial. And if I was going to help somebody or to teach somebody, I literally like point them in the direction and I kicked him out of the nest. I was like that mom bird that didn't even feed the kid. I just kicked him out of the nest. Horrible at this. Now, after learning to teach, initially, I was that person that tried to almost shove this stuff down somebody's throat. I would sit next to them and cradle them and coddle them and just hold everybody's hand to help create that connection. And in doing so, I was one creating the connection and my student jumping into my connection, which really wasn't helping them. It wasn't giving them that extra what they needed in themselves. It was creating a lot of self-doubt. I was initially telling them that, even though I was saying I support them and I believe in them, I wasn't demonstrating that. And I found that the less I did of that, the more they were, the more beautiful they were. And that truly everybody's journey was their own. Now I can give people knowledge, but how they do it, how they take that knowledge and walk away with that knowledge really is on them. And it's beautiful because I will tell you, a lot of times we want to jump in and do for people. We want to jump in. And let's just use the parent scenario. Being a parent, we feel this obligation to make sure our children are the way we and or society believe they should be and out the door at 18 because somebody picked this magic number that was adulthood and said it was 18, which, trust me, guys, is really a controversy, especially in America. When you look at 18, you're an adult, you can legally vote, you can hold a gun, you can shoot, but you can't have a drink. This is controversy. It says you're not mature enough to do a lot of things, but you are. And then insurance comes in and says a different age. So really, I think that even kind of goes back to say there is no true age for adulthood. There is no true age for, oh my gosh, you're supposed to be responsible and you're supposed to do this. And I think we're finding this in children more often, what we consider rebelling, which really is them just being them true selves. Because all we can do as parents, our job as a parent is to literally give birth, to create, to be an example of what we would hope for them to kind of go into without leading them into, helping them to find their strengths without taking over their lives. Now, very often I have people come to me and say, what can I do with my kid? They're in their 20s. I can't get them out of the house. I can't get them to realize. I can't get them. I'm sick of it. And I look at them and I go, why are you trying to take your child's path, their journey away from them? Who is it to say what their journey is? And this is a big one. Who is it to say that you have it right? I have to look at more parents and say, let's look at this a different way. What if You decide the future for your child or for somebody else. And you decide what is the best course of action for them. And you decide how it should be done. And you decide who they should marry. And you decide how many children. And you decide their house. And you decide their job. And you got it all wrong. And they look at me and they go, oh, no, I know my child. And I go, okay, well, let's look at your life. What was your first job? Well, my mom said I'd be great at this, so I did it. Or my school counselor said this, and I did it. And how long did you do that job for? About 20 years. Why? Because I hated that job. I didn't like that job. That job didn't suit me. So what do you do? I quit that job and I did something else. What do you do now? Oh, I love what I do now. It's my happy place. I should have been doing this all along. And I go, so your parents got it wrong. Your counselor got it wrong. Everybody got it wrong. And you didn't listen to yourself. And they go, exactly. And I go, but what are you doing to your child? What are you doing to the people around you? When you come in and you give advice and you expect them to take your advice because you feel you are correct, you are not waking somebody up. You are not helping somebody. You are taking from people. You are taking their journey and making it your responsibility. And you will probably be wrong. And I hate to say that because I'm also that parent that said, I feel you should do this, this, and this. But at some point you have to realize, I don't know what's in their head. I don't know what's in their heart. They can talk to me until they're blue in their face, but I'm not them. Only they know what sparks the truth in them. We can be a guidance to help wake somebody else by sometimes just being there and holding space, by just sitting there, by dropping seeds, suggestions. And that is not going, oh my gosh, I'm going to drop the seed or the suggestion and expect them to take it and run with it. No, that's not at all. The best teacher is the person that says, I wonder what it'd be like if this happened. To drop a seed, to drop a suggestion, and to see if a light bulb goes off. And if a light bulb goes off, great, awesome. Because when that light bulb goes on, it's going to shed a light on not what I thought was going to happen, because trust me, I don't have a thought of what's going to happen. It's to see what is going to come from that beautiful seed that was planted. Because those seeds are kind of like the bag of wildflower seeds. You know they're classified as wildflowers. So you know they're just flowers that are just going to be random flowers in this bag. There's not going to be tulips and roses, oh my. It's just going to be randomness in this bag. But you never really know what's going to come from it, do you? You just throw the seeds out there. You throw some water out there. And you sit back and you watch. That's the power of waking somebody up, is to give a suggestion. Suggestion is, hey, did you ever think about all the amazing things that you do, your interests? Did you ever look at this that you do? I wonder what you could do with that. And then watching somebody take that and go, oh, I wonder. And because this day it's so easy, we can pick up a phone and we can Google. We can put all those qualifications, all those loves into a phone, Google it, and boom, hit the done button, the search button. And that phone or computer is going to generate hundreds of thousands of possibilities. And that is the first wake-up call somebody has. And that light starts to turn on. And that's when they start to read and they look at it. And they start to explore, because now they're starting to explore their world. And more light bulbs go off. And more exploration happens. And you get to sit back and watch it. And I will tell you how amazing it is when that person, when they have found their path, and they are living their best life will come back and say, oh my God, thank you so much for changing my life. And you are legitimately going to look at them and go, what did I do? Because trust me, I have to look every time. Every time somebody comes back to me and says, you don't know what you did for me. You changed my life. And I go, okay, what did I do? I don't know what I did. And they'll say, you suggested this. You brought up this. You said this. It's your fault. I don't take blame. I don't take responsibility. Because all I did was throw out a seed. I put the work in their hands. All I did was believe in them that they could do all that they wanted to do. It doesn't matter if they're 15 or 80. All I did was plant a seed. No clue what's going to grow in there. But I will tell you, when you give somebody a seed of hope, when you give somebody that the tools to empower themselves, you will watch them grow. You will watch them flourish. Sometimes that seed is buying a backpack and handing it to them. Saying, I don't know what you're going to put in this backpack. I don't know what you're going to do with this backpack. You might throw clothes in it and go to a friend's. You might put some necessities on it and go for a backpacking tour around Europe. You might put books in it and go to college. You might put a picnic dinner in it and go propose to your girlfriend. Who knows? Who knows? And maybe you'll take that backpack and use it throughout life for a lot of various different things. But to explore the possibilities of what you could use the backpack for, that truly is the best gift you can give somebody. It's a tool for them to create with. I'm personally upgrading to suitcases because I need to shop for them again. But I want you to think about that. I want you to look at your own lives and how other people have come into your life and tried to make you do things you didn't want to do. And then I want you to think about those people that stepped into your life, dropped a little bit and stepped back out, and maybe how they inspired you. Which one gave you a more brilliance of inside? Which one changed you the most? Because truly, that's what that's about. It's change. Because if we go back to that 18-year-old kid and we put you in the place of that 18-year-old kid, we go back to that day and we think about it, because 18 is such a scary age. Yes, when we're all getting close to being 18, woohoo, you can't tell me what I want, I can do anymore, blah, 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 blah. But in those words are the very most terrifying things in the world. You cannot tell me what to do anymore. But did you teach me how to make those decisions myself? That's hard. That's miserable. Because at 18, I don't know about you, I had no clue what I was going to do for the next 60 years plus of my life. I had 18 years to learn how to sit up, how to crawl, how to walk, how to run, how to ride a bike, how to learn math, how to learn how to read, to learn the history of the world. And maybe along the way, somebody taught me how to work a checkbook, how to dress myself. But nobody in that time, nobody came in and said, what makes you happy? And let's make decisions on that. Nobody came in and said, let's work with you and what inspires you. Nobody said you probably have 60 or 70 years left and you have a million things you can do and you can make a lot of changes. Because no one career has to be set for the rest of my life. But nobody came in with those options. And I do believe as we go through society now, those are options that are coming into play. Because we have a whole generation of children that are, quote unquote, rebelling against their parents and society. And say, I will not go to college at 18 because you tell me I have to. I will not figure out what I'm going to do with my life by the time I'm 22 because I'm too young to figure out what I'm going to do for another 60 or 70 years. And I think that generation's correct. I do. And I think we need to start waking up other people a lot younger. And that doesn't mean preparing them to be doctors when they're 12. It's looking at them going, oh my God, what are you interested in? What can I do to help inspire you? What can I do to open up doors for you to walk through? Because I'm not going to walk through them with you. But I'll sit out here when you need me. If we spend more time helping to light bulbs so people can find their own journey, I think we'll find a world that's a heck of a lot happier than one we have now. So I want you to take some time this week and think about how other people have inspired you to find your own journey, to find your own path, to find your own happiness. And then I want you to think about all the ways that you've done that for other people without taking control and trying to tell them what they should or should not do. Because remember, somebody's journey is their own. You try to take it over, you're trying to take over yours and their journey. And that's just not how it's supposed to play out. So with that being said, guys, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to do our 5-card stud, and hopefully that will help to inspire you a little bit more than just my words. Here you go, guys. See you in a few.
Join us at the Souls of Spirit Spiritual and Holistic Expos as a part of your spiritual awakening journey. Get ready for a day of enlightenment and exploration at one of our upcoming expos. Our events are where all things spiritual and holistic come to life. Experience a diverse range of vendors offering healing jewelry, natural products, and metaphysical merchandise. Immerse yourself in the mystical arts guided by mediums, psychics, and Reiki practitioners. Interact with energy healers and health professionals ready to provide rejuvenating services. Be one of the first 25 attendees and receive a fantastic gift bag full of treasures from participating vendors. Bring your loved ones along. These family-friendly events have something special for everyone. The $5 entry fee includes educational speakers and up to 40 vendor booths. Mediumship group gallery is just $25. Free expo admission for those under 12 or showing military ID. Find out more about upcoming events in North, South Dakota, and Montana at soulsofspiritexpos.com.
Attention curious practitioners in the realm of transformative experiences, holistic wellness, intuitive guidance, and metaphysical arts. Are you ready to expand your horizons and take your practice to new heights? Join the Edge Partner Directory, where your expertise can shine and your services can transform lives. We are dedicated to creating a community of practitioners who are as curious and passionate as you are about guiding others on their journeys of self-discovery, healing, and growth. As a member of the Edge Partner Directory, you will connect with a network of like-minded practitioners who share your curiosity and passion for exploring the depths of human potential, and showcase your unique offerings to a diverse audience of seekers actively looking for transformative experiences here, there, and everywhere. Embrace your curiosity and take the next step in your practice's journey to becoming an Edge Partner. Learn more at edgedirectory.net. Again, go to edgedirectory.net.
Hello, everybody, it's me. I am back, and we are going to be doing here on School Through Spirit with the Edge Network, and we are going to be doing our 5-card stud. I am using Colette Baron Reid's Goddess Power Oracle deck. I like this deck. It's the goddess is calling you to open up and reconnect with the universe in all her forms. The feminine aspect of the universe is rising to restore balance in the world. Will you answer the call and receive her guidance? Who could we become if we knew how to reclaim our true power? Striking, elegant interpretations of 52 goddesses from cultures all over the world await you in a Goddess Power Oracle. Elaine of the Ways calls you to your path. Artemis offers to guide your arrow. Sarah Dwayne urges you to trust the unlimited potential of your life. World-renowned oracle expert Colette Baron Reid bridges the mundane and the mystical as she guides you on a journey of self-empowerment and fruitful manifestation. Now, Colette Baron Reid, I swear, is the queen of oracle decks. I like this. It's got a sleeve that it's in. Love this deck. Look at how gorgeous this is. And it's got one of them. Look at flip it open. So it's a flip open, but it's truly Colette Baron Reid is the queen of oracle decks. I can't even tell you how many she owns. Inside the box it says the mystical, the magical, the numinous quality of life is the domain of the fierce and creative feminine aspect of the universe. It does come with a rather large book, which I will not lie. I love it when the books are this big because Hans, I will tell you, very few decks are made with this size. So I really like this. It is an easy, it's got the pictures of the card. It's got nice little readings. It's a power of the message, alignment message. So it's got a couple of messages in there, which is really kind of nice. Demeter. So on this one, we are going to use, because each goddess does represent something different. Each card, it does say the name of the goddess, like Demeter is the nurturer. Let me see. Gaia is earth, as we know. Gula is healing. Laksham is fortune. So it does have a little keyword, but I honestly think reading it is going to give us a little bit better, at least for our purposes today. So it does have the nice little pull out of the string, the ribbon, which I do like. And of course, this is the only fail. It's a fail. But come on, we already know that they do that. They do that. Now, if I designed all the boxes, life would be just me trying to take over the world, guys. I think I just said not to do that. Box is empty on the inside. Oh, wait, no, look at that. She's got a message as the magic is everywhere and the goddess will help you claim it. So it's a nice little message. I do like the fact that she's got a few different packaging elements in there. It's just not my personal favorite when the box comes that way. That box was rather easy to open, but some boxes get really a good suction in there. And my hand, as we know, I had surgery last year, doesn't like to open those boxes. So I'm always thinking, hey guys, let's think of easier packaging. Even though they've been doing it the same way forever, it's okay. People are starting to change that up. So what we are going to do here is our 5-card stud. As we all know, we are going to pick a number 1 through 5. Pick one number, pick 4 numbers, pick all the numbers. Wait until I talk about all of them as a full reading at the end, whatever you'd like. You can also essentially have 6 readings here because you can have 6 different situations you want answers for. Put them situations with a number, and then that card is going to correlate with that number. And there you go. That's 6. And as always, guys, when I'm done with this, I do take pictures of it. I rewrite it. I send it into the magazine, and then they put it on their website or their Facebook site, and that gets shared out to everybody. So it's pretty awesome. Pretty amazing. So here we go. 5-card stud the old-fashioned way because it is the luck of the draw. Okay, so card number 1, Yuki Onna. God, gorgeous Yuki Onna. This card 52. So we are going to go here to page 52. I know this is just like Some decks you can just fly them down. Other decks you need to open up the book and say, what the heck were you talking about with this card? She is a Japanese goddess and she of winter, and she has called you to practice a daily meditation, stillness to prepare for greater productivity and results, being open and receptive, slowing down and allowing for time to dream activities activates your partnership with the universe so you can truly set your intentions to motion. And I think that's a very true viable. So if you picked card number 1, it's telling you to come into it. It's like you've got a million things going on in your head, a million things all around, and you don't know which way to go with life. Straight, it's just telling you, oh my God, everything's spinning out of control. So if you picked card number 1, that is really what's happening. And it's telling you to stop, drop, and listen. Stop, drop, and listen. And no rolling, just to stop and the drop and listening, because we need to get to that still place to hear our own inner guidance, to hear ourselves, our soul per se, our higher selves, and to listen to spirit, listen to your guides, listen to God. You need to get to that place that goes, okay, what am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to go? And truly meditation is a great way to do that. And daily meditation, get you in the practice of that. And even I'm starting to do a daily meditation, guys. So, and I'm the queen of saying I don't do meditation. So card number 1 is getting into that stillness, getting into that quiet space that you can hear the guidance you need. Card number 2 is Kali. Kali, ooh, liberation. Kali. I love it. The rolls is really is fun. That is truly true. That is true. So card number 25, Kali, which is liberation. You're being invited to the Hindu goddess of liberation and revolution, Kali, to address the aspects in your own shadow nature that have you held hostage to old ideas that no longer serve who you want to become. You can no longer define yourself by your victim story and expect to succeed in your life. This is the beauty of liberation that is deep, fierce, courageous. Now, truly, this is you letting go of old ways. So if you pick card number 2, it's time for you to let go. Things in life are not working. Why? They haven't been working and you're still trying the old ways of doing it. Guess what? It's still not going to work. In order to have success, if you don't have a successful model to create from, you have to create one, which means giving up old thought patterns. What your mom and dad did is not necessarily going to be what you can do. You need to find it for yourself. So get rid of your own thought patterns, get rid of your own way of doing things, your old way of doing things, and create a new one. Liberate yourself from the prison you've put yourself in. Card number 3. Wow, that must have been for me because my throat is starting to clear. The green Tara, salvation. Oh my gosh, salvation. And it's card number 17. The divine has intended you into being and given you the assignment to explore life through certain perceived limitations. You are meant to learn about life and all its complexities, especially learning about how to be in community with others. Green Tara, a Tibetan goddess also known as She Who Saves, says that you will never be alone in life's journeys. This compassionate savior goddess of intimate friendship will ensure that the right people will show up for you at the right time. She is there to remind you that all your needs will be met. You don't need to know the how, as that is her domain. You will need to trust the green goddess, Tara, will use her magic on your behalf. You are safe, secure, always in the care of the divine. And that's a big one because it's telling you it's time to take a leap of faith. If you picked my throat chakra just said no. It's time to take a leap of faith. It's time to say, I'm going to trust. I'm not going to fail at this. Failure is not an option. And I'm telling you, with that being said, you have to change your thought processes. You have to change it to realize that you are going to be okay. No matter what happens, you are always going to be okay. You have a team of people, whether they are living or past or guides and angels. You have a team surrounding you that are always going to help you get through the day to day. And trust me when I say this card is all about you need to learn to trust. You need to learn to take those steps. You need to have no self-doubt, and you just need to go for it. Card number 4. Oh my gosh. Nemosin is the past. Nemosin is the past. What a powerful card. Oh my God, that's a powerful card even to look at. I'm like, no, I don't want to look at that card. It almost looks scary. Who wants to look at their past, you know? So there are certain moments within your personal history that hold great treasure for you now. When you examine the memories with any domain of the Greek goddess Nemosin, empowered wisdom is revealed. The lessons you find are like sacred talismans contained within your past, like fossils in amber. Right now, you can trust your instincts that that if something brings to mind your past, it indeed is a kernel of the old in the new. This is an amazing opportunity to make informed choices and do things differently. It says that she has another powerful message. There are many choice points in life where you have the power to make beautiful changes and become more creative, empowered, and alive. Yes, sometimes memories that live in the cells of your body will trigger palpable fear, but you can move beyond your past to discover new territories, and a new vision of freedom will come to you. You won't see the past that's the same anymore, as wisdom replaces numb acceptance. The memories will change because you've changed. Now, I think that is beautiful because it is telling me to tell you to look at your past in a way that you've never looked before. So often as we see this, it is saying that, guess what? You have been having memories of the past. You've been looking into the past. Things have been coming up and you're going, no. But truly it's saying, hey, good morning, Courtney. It is saying to look at your past in a different way. Look at it from a source of wisdom, not a source of fear. And realize that that past is coming through to teach you, to rewrite the way you looked at things. And that's a hard one because so often we are a victim of our past. And this card is saying you are no longer a victim of your past. Rewrite how you see those. Rewrite your memories based on the wisdom you have today to now recreate a future you never had. Because you are no longer the victim. You are no longer the person that suffers from who you used to be. And you know now that your past is there to empower you. And card number 4 is basically saying you need to get over the old way of looking at it. Bring through a new, because it will change who you will become. Now the last one. Ooh. She's got fancy writing, so it's harder to read it. Hecate. It's either H or a B, but I think it's an H. Hecate. The in-between. Gorgeous. The in-between. Card 19. Card 19. The in-between card. What a beautiful card. You are standing in the liminal spaces between what has and what will be. Who you have been and who you are becoming. The Greek goddess of the crossroads and the in-between, Hecate, welcomes you to your domain and reminds you that neither place is your home. You're being tasked to carefully choose the direction of your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and actions. Now is not the time for hasty action or stubbornness, but a fierce self-inventory. Bless a past for what is provided. Release all attachments to the stories of that was. Now is the time to understand the responsibilities required of you as you move forward into a new version of yourself that is yet formed. Who do you want to become? What kind of life are you prepared to live, and how will you wisely yield the power to co-create a new world beneficial for others, not just for yourself? You have the magic of Hecate pulsing through you and calling you to answer, say yes, and step into the unknown to discover that is not yet manifest. As soon as you do, the goddess of the Hecate will bring her eternal torch to light your way. And this card is really looking at you saying, hey, guess what? Your past is gone. Your future's not quite here. And nobody says that your future has to mimic your past. This card is telling you it is time for you to stand up and look at yourself and decide what your journey is and your next step of your journey. This is a card of self-inventory. This is a card of looking at you and saying, what is it today that I want to change for a better me tomorrow? So card number 1 is the stillness. Card number 2 is liberation. 3 is salvation. 4 is the past. And 5 is the in-between. Now, to me, this is a beautiful reading when it comes together, because it is really telling you that you are in a place that you're going, I no longer want to be the same person anymore. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. And this card reading is telling me, saying, you know, you're saying, what is tomorrow? I don't know what tomorrow's going to bring, but yet you keep looking behind you and recreating the same stuff. And this card reading is saying, you need to liberate yourself. You need to stop. You need to stop writing the same story you've been writing over and over and over again. This is your week to say, you know what? I'm done with that. Put the brakes on, looking back, going, okay, how was my life really? Take lessons from that lifetime, how it was based on today's knowledge, and then take that and new knowledge and then create the person you want to be. Trust that it's going to happen the way you want to. So often we're not willing to make those steps. Why? Because it's the unknown. But this week it's about trusting the unknown, trusting that what is in front of you is not only different, but better than what is behind you. But it's only you that can do it. It is you that has to take hold of your journey. It is you that has to take those steps. And this is your week to do it. So I do hope this helped you. I hope this helped you. I hope this enlightened you. I know I love it. I love this deck. It is, again, the Goddess Power Oracle by Colette Baron. It's a gorgeous deck. I should use this deck a lot more often. Excuse me. But I don't, but I should. So I wanted to tell you guys where I'm going to be next week. I've always got to look here. I always have to look there. I literally look at the touring company I have, which is Soul and Synergy, Medipare Pro, and I go, where am I going to be next week? And where I am going to be is Ashland, Wisconsin. Ashland, Wisconsin. I always want to say top right, but I think it's more like top middle. And I wish I could tell you the hotel, but I'm not sure what hotel it is. I know when I get there. Simply, when you get to Ashland, take a right, drive all the way along the river, last hotel on the left. That's where you're going to find us. I wish I could think of the name of the hotel. I don't know the name of the hotel. Oh my gosh. I'm just going to Google hotels in Ashland. That way, Ashland, Wisconsin hotels. And then I can tell you the name of the hotel we are going to be at. I need to allow it. I think it's the American. It won't show. It's just showing me pools. I don't want to see their pools. That's bad because it's said with pools. Not a good thing. I'm looking at the outside of hotels to go, which hotel am I talking about? I'm really not sure. It says there's 127 hotels in Ashland, Wisconsin. Trust me, there is not. I think it's the American Inn. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's American Inn. As always, you can watch my Facebook to know exactly where I'm going to be. But I believe it's the American Inn in Ashland, Wisconsin. Great place to go. It's a great place to go. It's amazing. It's right on. I want to see the ocean, but it's actually on Lake Superior. So when you come to the event, you get this beautiful view of Lake Superior because, quite frankly, the room we're in, it's got windows all along the back so you can see it. It's Medford Central. Okay, thank you. But it's a beautiful place to go. I love going up there. It's a one-day event, guys. So it's up there and back for myself and back. Thank you. Thank you, Cornelius American Inn. So that's where we're going to be. Again, if you come in, when you come into Ashland, if you come in one side, you go all the way down, and it's the last hotel on the left. If you come in the opposite side, it's the first one on the right. Either way, it's easy to find. It's very easy to find. It's a beautiful place to be. Come in, see us. You'll see our signs up. It's like going home, guys, for me. It's like going home. And so many beautiful people come to see me there. So if you want those appointments with me, come, get a hold of me early. Say, hey, DeEtte, I want to read with you that day. Can you sign me up for this time? I have absolutely no problem pre-signing everybody up, they always have signs. Exactly, Lee. And definitely come up and see us. Come and get those hugs. Sit for the readings. Explore the crystals. It is an amazing day of teachings and talks and everything. It's a phenomenal. I love it, love it, love it. So there you go, guys. That's what I'm doing this week. That's what I'm doing this week. And my schedule is open for May. So if you want those readings, jump in. I will be teaching some classes this month. I am doing a automatic writing class at Earth Song in Janesville, Wisconsin. Excuse me. I need to work on my throat chakra. With this, it is a 3-part class. So it's on Wednesday nights for like an hour and a half each night, $25 per night. That way you're not forced to do the whole 3 nights if you don't want to, or if you just can't. I hate locking somebody into that just can't get there. So it is $25 at the door each night for the class. Just exploring all the different fun of automatic writing, connecting to your higher self, connecting to your guides, connecting to your loved ones, and kind of seeing where you can go with the information you get, the power of the information. So that's coming up. I'm actually looking at doing another beginners online course, because although I do have a course in June at Earth Song for in-person beginners, people are asking for it again. And as we all know, I kind of took a hiatus from teaching. I took some mentors on, but really the classes, I kind of taken a hiatus for a few months. And I think it's time to come back just in time for summer. And just kind of see where that gets us. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to leave you here. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. I hope you enjoyed the show today. And we will see you very soon next Monday morning here on School Through Spirit with the Edge Network. You guys have a great week. Bye-bye.
There are psychic mediums, but there is nothing like DeEtte. Let's face it, we all struggle time and again. But if you seek the clarity you deserve, then you need to seek DeEtte. As a master teacher, DeEtte studied under international psychic medium Lisa Williams. Together, they not only help DeEtte better tap into spirit, but also build a long-lasting relationship. So many psychics tell us what we want to hear, and that just won't cut it with DeEtte. She tells you what you need to hear. No sugarcoating here. To book a reading with DeEtte is simple. Just visit her website, DeEtte.us. That's DeEtte.us. And follow the Yellow Brick Road to connect with DeEtte. Don't just sit there and ponder those questions. Ask them and let DeEtte guide you every step of the way. You need insight now, and DeEtte can help. Just visit DeEtte.us. That's DeEtte.us.